morning. It's the 1st of July in the UK. Well, it's probably 1st of July everywhere, isn't it, really? But I'm in the UK. And of course, it's raining. So I thought, let's talk about my favourite subject, which is food. Now, I've been on every diet going. If I was to say to you, there is a diet out there where you can eat potatoes. There is a diet out there where you can eat rice. There is a diet out there where you don't count calories. There is a diet out there where if you've had a plateful, you can have another plateful. What if I was to say to you, the starch solution? Have you heard of it? Is it a diet? Is it a way of life? Well, I'm going to sort of think of it more of as a way of life, because you're going to be changing how you eat. You're going to be eating things which are no animal products at all. So let's get that out the window. It is plant-based. It is whole food-based. So no rubbish, no processed food. Minimal fat, so even things like avocados and nuts and seeds, which are full of goodness, they're also full of natural fats, so we keep them to a minimum. I say we, one keeps them to a minimum on the starch diet. Your main things will be from carbohydrate. Now that sounds good already, doesn't it? If you, like me, have spent most of your life on a diet and avoiding carbohydrates, suddenly you can have carbohydrates, and we like the sound of that, don't we? But only certain carbohydrates. You are looking for, as I said, whole foods, so grains, legumes, or beans to you and me. Starches, in this case, aren't the stuff that you wash your laundry in, which is what they said in the book, and I thought was quite funny. They're the starches that are found in things like potatoes and sweet potatoes and, to a certain extent, carrots and other things, of which I will put up in a minute, but off the top of my head I can't list what they are, but I shall put one of those marvellous little things on here to show you what they are. And it can work as a weight loss plan, because a lot of these things that you'll be eating are low in calories. So, so let's think about broccoli. You think of broccoli, you can eat a head of broccoli. Okay, so steam head broccoli, eat all that. Now you've got lots of bulk there, but you haven't got a lot of calories, so they're not calorie dense. So what we're looking at here are things that are not dense in calories, not dense like I am, but dense in calories. So low in calories, but you eat lots of them. And there's lots of goodness in the starches. You're going to go, but where am I going to get my protein? Well, you might not say that, but other people might say that to you. Well, you can get your protein from plants. You can get how much protein do you need? You never say to an ordinary person, are you getting all your protein? But as soon as somebody says they're going to go on a vegan diet, they go, you're not going to have enough protein. Well, it's proved that you do. These people that are touting all these diets that says you've got to have loads and loads of protein, you don't have to have loads of protein. You have to have enough, but you don't have to have loads. Again, I'll put up a little doobry which will show you how much protein you do need, but protein can be got from the plant foods that you will be eating. Another thing that they might say to you is calcium. You won't get enough calcium. If you're not drinking loads of milk and eating cheese, you won't get your calcium. So my counter argument to that would be, where does the cow get her calcium? You know, you're drinking her milk, but where does she get her calcium? Where does the elephant get his calcium? You know, he's pretty big. He's got quite big bones. Don't see him drinking cow's milk. The thing is, the calcium that the cow gives you, she's actually got from eating the grass. So the calcium is in the soil. The plants pull up the calcium from the soil into their roots and then put it out into their leaves and everything. So the cow then eats that and absorbs the calcium, and then you have it through the milk. So why don't we just cut out the cow and just eat the plants? Simple. Then you don't have to worry about the dairy industry and all the horrible things that happen to cows, which we're not going into in this one, but you know what I'm saying here. So yeah, you'll get your protein, you'll get your calcium. That isn't a problem. Now, variety. There's loads of variety. I suppose a kind of a con is you do have to think about what you're cooking. When you're eating a sort of like a meat plant-based diet, you sort of have a bit of meat and you have a bit of veg with it, and you don't think anything of it. It's easy and quick and biddly boom. But with a vegan diet, and certainly the starch solution diet, you do have to think a bit about what you're eating. You have to plan it, and the way to get around that is to spend some time planning what you're going to eat and then bulk cook it. You're going to eat a lot of brown rice. Bulk cook it, do a load of it, put it in containers, put some in the fridge, some in the freezer. So when you come in and you think, oh god, I've got to cook rice, which, come on, it only takes 12-15 minutes, but anyway, you do what I do, think, oh, I've got to cook rice, so instead I'll have a packet of crisps. So no, it's in the fridge or it's in the freezer, and a quick bing in the microwave, and it will be ready. Or obviously you can heat it in a slightly heat it in a pan with a little bit of water if you don't like using the micro. If you like curry, bulk up a curry, and then you know, again, have some in the freezer, have some in the fridge, and you've always got a meal there that you can rely on. Steaming vegetables, that really doesn't take long. To steam a bit of broccoli, what takes 5-10? No, it doesn't take 10 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to steam some broccoli. So it's not really, by the time you've queued up at the takeaway, you could have cooked a whole meal for yourself, couldn't you? So, I've been on it now for 7 days. I haven't gone hungry. One of the other things on the diet is that you just eat as much as you want, and then if you're still hungry, go back and have seconds. If you're doing the diet part of it, they'll have a plate, and they'll sort of like cut the plate in half, and half of it will be the starches, so your rice or your potatoes, and then the other half will be your vegetables, like your broccoli and your cauliflower and your salad and those kind of things. So have a plate full of that, and if you're hungry, go back and have another plateful, but make sure it's the same split. So don't go back and just have potatoes. You've got to have the veg with it as well. And always eat your veg first, because if you eat your veg first, you might feel that you don't need to eat the starchy bit, you know, the potatoes. So you've had less calories, but you've had all the bulk. We're looking at bulk here. There's a big community out there of people that are on the starch solution, so have a look on YouTube, have a look on Instagram, get some ideas from them. But for me, I've not had a weigh-in. I had a weigh-in, was it day 4 or 5, and I had lost some weight, but I don't know whether that was just, you know how it is when you sort of start a new diet, isn't it? You lose a bit, you put on a bit, you lose a bit, you put on a bit. So I'm not going to weigh myself for another week, and after that week I will tell you how I've got on. Okay, please leave comments down below and let me know how you're getting on if you've started it. Anything, oh please give me any salad dressings that haven't got fat in them that will make a salad worth eating, because I loathe salad. So anything like that would be good. And just please, if you're on it, tell me how you're getting on. I'm very interested to hear from ladies postmenopausal, so people like me, old but good, because a lot of the people that are doing the starch solution online are young, and I'm wondering how easy it is to lose all the weight that they've lost when you're a bit older, when you're past the menopause, when your hormones are up the creek, when nothing seems to be working properly. So please, if you have any experience, let me know. I would be really interested. And please hit subscribe. I have got 6 followers. I was very, very excited to see that I've got 6 followers, and I appreciate that a lot. So please hit the button. Doesn't mean you've got to watch them, but it would just make me feel nice to think I've got a few more followers. Have a good day and enjoy potatoes. Try it.